Do not keep a cat. There was once a great master who was nearing his final moments. As he lay on his deathbed, he called his dearest disciple close. With a faint voice, he said, "Listen carefully. Do whatever you want in life, but never keep a cat. I am giving you the essence of my entire life. This is the central lesson you must remember." The disciple was confused. "Master, I don't understand this teaching," he said. But the master had no strength left. Without explaining anything more, he closed his eyes and passed away. The young disciple was left with a mystery that he could not solve. He searched every scripture, Upanishads, Puranas, holy books, commentaries. Yet nowhere did he find a spiritual meaning behind the instruction, "Do not keep a cat." What could a cat possibly have to do with enlightenment? He wondered, why would I even keep a cat in the first place? And why would my master warn me about something so trivial? People will laugh if I take this seriously. Eventually, he dismissed the thought. Perhaps, he told himself, his master had become confused in old age. Time passed, and the young disciple moved into a small hut deep in the forest to meditate. It was peaceful, but not very safe. The area was full of mice. They chewed holes in his only 2 sets of clothes. They ruined anything he tried to store. Whenever he went to the village for alms, people asked, "Master, why are there so many holes in your clothes?" He felt ashamed. Whenever he washed his clothes and hung them to dry, he sat nearby with a stick to protect them from the mice. At night he woke up again and again to chase the mice away. Tired and frustrated, he asked the villagers for advice. An old man said, "Why suffer like this? Just keep a cat. It will chase all the mice away." The disciple liked the idea. He completely forgot his master's warning. He brought a cat from the village. Within a month, the cat had cleared all the mice. Now the disciple finally slept peacefully. His worries were gone. But soon, a new problem came. There were no mice left, so the cat became hungry. The disciple went to the village and asked for milk along with his own food. The villagers gave milk once, twice, but they too had children to feed. Milk was scarce. The cat remained hungry. Again the disciple asked the villagers, "What should I do now?" They said, "Why don't you keep a cow? There is plenty of grass in the forest. Just take a cow. You will get milk every day for yourself and for the cat." This made sense to him. He brought an old cow from a farmer. Surprisingly, in his care she began giving plenty of milk. Soon her calf grew up. Later she gave birth to another calf. Now the disciple had 4 animals to care for: a cat, a cow, and 2 calves. He had to build a shed for them. He had to arrange food for them. To keep them fed, he began planting mustard and grain on the empty land around his hut. His days became filled with labor: cleaning, feeding, cutting grass, guarding crops from wild animals, and he barely found time to meditate. Villagers suggested, "Why don't you also grow wheat? Then you won't even need to beg for food." The disciple agreed. Soon, he was fully occupied with farming. He guarded the fields at night, built fences, and barely had a moment for spiritual practice. Exhausted, he again went to the villagers. "You gave me advice, and I followed it. Now I have so much work I cannot meditate at all. Earlier, I lived simply and peacefully. Now my whole life has become a burden. What should I do?" The villagers replied, "You are right. It is too much work for one person. But there is a solution." They told him about a young widow in the village. Gentle, hard-working, devoted, with no family left. "Make her your disciple," they said. "She will help with everything. She is strong. She will look after the cows, the fields, the house. She will even massage your feet when you are tired and cook your meals. You can return to your meditation." The disciple agreed. But soon, as they lived together, affection grew between them. Shared work, shared struggles, shared days and nights. Slowly they became close. One day, they went to the villagers and said, "We have developed feelings for each other. What should we do?" The villagers said, "This is wonderful that you came to us honestly. The right thing is to get married." And so, the former disciple became a husband. Then children were born. Then the children grew, needed education, needed marriages of their own. Life became a long chain of responsibilities. Everything had begun with a cat. Many years passed. When the man became old and lay on his deathbed, he finally remembered his master's last words. "My son, do whatever you want, but never keep a cat." Tears filled his eyes. "I did not understand. My whole life slipped away. One small thing led to another, and now my entire journey is gone. I wasted my life. If only I had listened. He consoled himself. Next life, next life I will remember. But if he could not remember the teaching in this life, what hope was there for another? The Master's message was simple but profound. As long as the mind exists, it will always look for something to latch onto. If not a cat, then a dog. If not animals, then farming. If not farming, then business. Even if the business is spiritual, the mind will still remain busy. The mind cannot exist without becoming a doer. The mind must create activity. That is its very nature. And one small attachment is enough to create an entire lifetime of bondage. This is the meaning of do not keep a cat.